Caitlin Clark is the reason why a lot of great things is going to happen for the WNBA. We have grown-ass men and women out here doing whatever they can to try to make sure that does not happen.
Y'all done made me have to make a video about this. For the first time in human history, I agree with LeBron James on something. No, I honestly, I think LeBron James is amazing. His politics is trash, but everything else about LeBron James seems to be pretty on point. I agree with him on this one, and I'm glad that he took a stand, unlike the other stuff.
LeBron James has spent years collecting basketball records the way most people gather forgotten receipts. Every season brought another remarkable achievement to a career that already felt like something straight out of a video game. Then, one of basketball's most untouchable milestones suddenly belonged to someone else, forcing even LeBron to pause and take notice. The surprising part is that this story is not really about a single record. It is about how one extraordinary player reshaped the game while rewriting its history.
Yeah, I think LeBron has just been there to support me more than anything. He understands the microscope that I'm under and the spotlight that's on me, and I think he just wants to be there for me more than anything. When I was hurt last year, he reached out and was like, is there any way I can help you? Like, is there anybody I can connect you with? Like, just somebody that's there, like, trying to help you, trying to help make the game better, help you improve. And I think that's a lot of our relationship now. And then a little bit of golf too. We text about golf, but that's next on our bucket list, is to play golf together. I'm not sure either of us are too great.
For more than 2 decades, LeBron James held a one-of-a-kind place in basketball history. His name became the benchmark whenever discussions focused on greatness, longevity, record-breaking achievements, and the exceptional athletes capable of transforming the course of an entire sport.
McMahon and Michaela wanted to smoke, man. They were trying to give Caitlin that smoke tonight, and she smoked them right out of the building with the clutch 3, 4 seconds on the clock, and gave them that work. Come on, man. Stop playing with her, dog. Stop playing with her. That girl is a dog, man. McMahon, what were you doing, huh? You gonna leave her that wide open? She was trying to gamble and lost some money, man. Oh, my goodness. Caitlin Clark.
Every generation eventually produces a superstar, but only a select few become true cultural icons. LeBron was one of those rare figures. His journey from a high school sensation to a worldwide legend was so remarkable that many fans believed every conversation about basketball greatness would always start and end with his name.
Well, I gotta tell you, I was dreading this post-game reaction after Caitlin Clark missed those 2 free throws. I was like, oh no. I was like, Twitter is going to explode and all the haters are going to come out. And then Caitlin Clark, woo, in all of her goatness, stepped up and knocked down the game winner to beat the...
What nobody saw coming was that one of the most incredible record-breaking stories in modern basketball would be written by a young woman from Iowa who spent endless hours perfecting her jump shot in nearly empty gyms, long before the sports world truly recognized her name.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have to start with Caitlin Clark. Like the controversy. Yeah, this is a thing that bothers me. Women are mad at Harrison Bucker, talking about, you just want women to be in the house and he just trying to stifle women. You got a woman who doing good and y'all hating on her. She's gonna single-handedly increase viewership and make the WNBA relevant, and y'all hating on her. But let's talk about her accomplishments real quick, because
The remarkable part of Caitlin Clark's journey is that it started far from the spotlight that would later follow her everywhere. Long before packed arenas, national television coverage, and record-breaking viewership, she was simply a basketball-loving kid growing up in Ames, Iowa. Basketball was deeply rooted in her family. Her father had played at the college level, her brothers competed as well, and the sound of a bouncing basketball became a familiar part of everyday life. What truly separated Clark from many gifted young players was not just her talent, but her relentless approach to improving. While most athletes focused on mastering traditional shots and strategies, Clark embraced unconventional ones. To her, it was never about showing off, it was simply preparation. As she advanced through middle and high school, that dedication became impossible to overlook. She often competed against boys because the competition at her age simply was not enough to match her ambitions. The choice was never about making a statement, it was about becoming better. Every challenging matchup helped sharpen her game. By the time college recruiters came calling, Clark had already earned recognition as one of the nation's top prospects. She could have joined nearly any powerhouse program in the country, yet she chose to remain close to home and attend the University of Iowa.
But I'm rooting for Caitlin because I've been in that seat before. I've walked that road before. I hope she kills.
You can pause it right here. Listen, got to give him credit. Awesome. Good for you, bro, for saying something like that. Yes. The fact that, because, he knows what it's like to come in, and from the moment you're getting all that criticism, he relates to him from that side. But I'm glad he didn't use any race baiting card and say anything like that.
I thought that's what was going to happen.
I'm actually impressed with the position he took.
This is why I love comedy.
At first, it appeared to be a simple and comfortable decision. In hindsight, it became one of the most significant choices in the history of women's basketball. When Clark arrived at Iowa, she quickly showed the talent that had made her one of the nation's most sought-after recruits. During her freshman season, she averaged more than 26 points per game and rapidly established herself as one of the most exciting players in college basketball. However, even those impressive numbers did not fully explain what fans were witnessing. They were not just watching an elite scorer, they were watching a player capable of changing the very geometry of the game. Defenders were used to guarding the three-point line, but Clark forced them to extend several feet beyond it. Coaches designed entire game plans to slow her down, only to discover that her shooting range stretched far beyond traditional defensive strategies. For decades, Pete Maravich's NCAA scoring record remained untouched. Set between 1967 and 1970, Maravich scored 3,667 points in only 3 varsity seasons. The accomplishment carried a legendary status because of the era in which it was achieved. He played before the three-point line existed, meaning every long-range basket counted for only 2 points. He also competed before the shot clock was introduced, a change that would later create more possessions and additional scoring opportunities.
You know what? The whole live, I'm like, yo, Caitlin is going to find it, man. She's fine. Don't even worry about it, all right? When she find it, she's going to terrorize the league. And look at what happened. Huge 3 to win the game. Oh, hey, man, I understand what Fred Sanford was saying now. Elizabeth, I'm coming. Oh, man, this game gave me one of those heart attack feelings, man. I mean, the whole chat was like, look, they're going to make me drink. They're going to make me drink.
He also played in an era when freshmen were not allowed to compete in varsity basketball, leaving him only 3 seasons to build his scoring total. Even with those restrictions, Maravich averaged more than 44 points per game. His record became the basketball equivalent of a historic monument. Players came and went. New generations of superstars emerged. Rules evolved. Training methods improved. Scoring increased throughout every level of the game. Yet the record still stood. Oscar Robertson never reached it. Jerry West never seriously threatened it. Magic Johnson never came close. Larry Bird fell short. Michael Jordan never challenged it either. When the three-point line arrived in 1987, many believed it would finally produce a new record holder. Suddenly, long-range shots were worth extra points. Offensive systems became faster. Possessions increased. Still, season after season, nobody truly threatened Maravich's total. LeBron James was celebrated on magazine covers before reaching adulthood, and many expected him to rewrite every offensive record imaginable. However, after entering the NBA directly from high school in 2003, he never played a single college game. Maravich's mountain remained untouched, waiting for a challenger who might never come, until Caitlin Clark arrived.
Well, I don't really get too starstruck from people, and that was a moment that I was I knew I was going to meet him when I was coming to the game, and that's one of my idols. LeBron is the GOAT to me, so I don't know, it was just a crazy moment where I got to meet him in the back, and for him to go out of his way and wish me luck on the season. And he really does follow the WNBA, and he watches, and he loves and appreciates basketball, and he loves and appreciates the way the Fever and my teammates play, and I mean, it's just really cool. I saw that. I didn't see it before.
As her sophomore and junior seasons progressed, what once seemed impossible began to feel increasingly within reach. Clark was scoring at an incredible rate, but her impact extended far beyond putting points on the board. Unlike many elite scorers, she was also an exceptional playmaker. She consistently averaged 8 or 9 assists per game while carrying the team's primary offensive responsibility. That rare combination made her incredibly difficult to defend. Opponents could not focus only on stopping her scoring because she would pick them apart with pinpoint passes. If they concentrated on cutting off her assists, she responded with deep three-pointers that seemed to ignore the limits of ordinary basketball. Meanwhile, Iowa was becoming one of the biggest attractions in sports. Carver Hawkeye Arena transformed from a traditional college venue into a must-see destination. Clark had already broken Kelsey Plum's women's NCAA scoring record. The only milestone left was the one that had survived for more than 50 years, Pete Maravich's. The excitement surrounding the chase became unlike anything women's college basketball had ever witnessed. Sports networks tracked her scoring total every night. National newspapers published constant updates. Social media turned each game into a major event.